Welcome to Enlighten the World. We are in continuation of our research project about the President Goodluck Jonathan administration. Um, it is the topic has been whereas in affirmative truth of President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, and whereas even President Jonathan uh, destroys Boko Haram today, uh, they are likely to resurface because it is an ideology given birth to by one of the biggest religious groups in the world. Um, Therefore, the only way to end Boko Haram in entirety is for the Islamic religion to checkmate the spread of extremist ideology of jihadism. And whereas we must not ignore the fact that the dreaded monster Boko Haram we have today in Nigeria definitely is an offshoot of extremist inspiration from the jihadist ideology entrenched in the Islamic religion. Just as we have suffered the wish to live an ideology which is an inspiration, an extremist inspiration from the Christian fundamentalists who equally lynch and kill anyone suspected to be a witch. Whereas we almost forgot the crusade and the Inquisition question, which recently brought President Obama under a vicious criticism and a viciously intense criticism for daring to make mention of an indeed comparison to the terrorist group called ISIS. I would say hashtag American hypocrisy. Whereas no one should blame Buhari for the Islamic insurgency or otherwise of the Boko Haram activity, but as a father figure in the northern part of Nigeria, indeed a well-known Islamic advocate, if not scholar, he has the onerous task of educating, enlightening, and reshaping the Islamic populace to create a congenial environment of non-religious violence, non-extremism, and not waiting to be the country's president before evoking his magic wand to fritter away the jihadism ideology preached by the insurgent. While thousands of the innocent people in the northern part of Nigeria are being annihilated, have been slaughtered more than the rams during the major Islamic festival, to wit the Eid al-Kabir, the Eid al-Fitr, the Eid al-Malud. Whereas there is no doubt that General Buhari is a man imbued with integrity, philosophy, and it's no guarantee that his senile demeanor, even at the age of 73, will bring about the much touted messianic change some Nigerians are clamoring for or preaching today, as if we have not tested the leadership style or quality of our beloved general before. Don't get us wrong, don't get me wrong, we love Buhari, I love Buhari more than you do. Whereas Nigerians should by now be wary of the military government by extension, as if Nigeria does not have true democrats anymore, or are we so infatuated with the ideology of militocracy in our brain that we cannot for once make adjustment any longer. Whereas my beloved General Buhari is so surrounded by the recycled old breed politicians and politicians known to have plundered, drilled the economy of Nigeria. And whereas it begs the question, it actually begs the question as to the so-called change movement resonates and becomes so loud only when some PDP Democrats PDP aspirants for councillor, chairman, House of Assembly, representative, and indeed the Senate failed to grab the ticket of to enable them stand for election under the PDP platform, whereas 85% of the so-called change movement today, the change movement advocate today were all card-carrying members of the PDP. You know, they were all card-carrying members of the PDP. This for the past 15 years, this cast a dark cloud as to what change they really want to make now that they couldn't make during their sojourn in the PDP canopy. Whereas one wonders why the PDP big daddies junkate to opposition party or any other party for that matter only when their hidden oil blocks were exposed and either seized from them or the numbers scaled down. Whereas President Goodluck Jonathan is branded all sort of puerile and ridiculous name like clueless president, or simply because ridiculous name like clueless weak president, simply because he is a man endowed with the culture of a sublime nature, sublime mind, peace, tolerance, live and let's live, and truly does not have killer squad, does not have kidnapping secret agent who maraud the street during the day and the wee hours of the night and murder, abduct perceived enemies at will, unlike previous administration that sent snipers, soldiers, militias who traumatize, brutalize, murder fellow Nigerian citizens, even decimated communities and tribes. Do you remember the genocide in Odi, the Kudirat Abiola? Do you remember Parewane? Are you soon to forget Sergeant Rogers, who was the chief sniper who murdered a lot of people? Where is the Nadeko spirit today? You have been listening to our project coming from Enlighten the World, an offshoot of Itoma Foundation. You can follow us on Twitter at Sam Itoma. You can also reach us on Twitter at I Found Love. Good people, we're going to meet you tomorrow. Until then, please do have a wonderful day as we sing Toro for you. Thank you very much. Bye.